Sexy, manly, attractive, romantic, tough.
Fair and Handsome बनेको छ Smart and Handsome brightening cream and face wash with nature and science. Natsa reduces dark spots, gives instant brighter look. Smart and Handsome.
हर एक दिन
Handsome code.
वो 33% मैच को विन करती है। जो टीम बॉल फास्ट करती है वो 61% मैच को विन करती है। एवरेज फर्स्ट इनिंग 217 रन है। एवरेज टू एंड इनिंग 191 रन है। हाईएस्ट टोटल 355 रन है और लोएस्ट टोटल सिर्फ 91 रन है। बैटिंग के हवाले से तमाम तर अपडेट आप लोगों ने देखी। अब आपको बॉलिंग के हवाले से बताते चलें। इस पिच पर लास्ट 10 मैचेस में पेसर बॉलरों ने 61 विकेटें हासिल की हैं और स्पिन बॉलरों ने सिर्फ 35 विकेटें हासिल की हैं। पेसर बॉलर इस पिच पर काफ़ी हद तक ज़्यादा कामयाब होते हैं। अब यहां पर वेदर अपडेट की जानब बढ़ते हैं। दुबई इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट स्टेडियम के इर्द गिर्द आज दर्जा हरारत 31.6 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रिकॉर्ड किया गया है। बारिश के 0% चांसेस हैं। बादल बिल्कुल भी नहीं हैं। तो इस तरह मैच आप कंप्लीट देख पाएंगे। हवाओं की बात करें तो 3 किलोमीटर फी घंटा की रफ्तार से हवाएं चल रही हैं। अब यहां पर टीम फॉर्म की जानब बढ़ते हैं। नेपाल टीम ने जो लास्ट 5 जी तो आपके सामने है। यहां पर आप देख सकते हैं बिल्कुल बराह रास्त ये टाकरा USA वर्सेस नेपाल। दोनों ही टीमें कमाल की टीमें हैं और भरपूर यहां पर परफॉर्म करने की कोशिश में हैं। तमाम नए आने वाले दोस्त एक बार प्लीज़ लाइक का बटन ज़रूर दबा दीजिएगा और इस चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। मुकाबला जो है वो आपके सामने आज का ये तगड़ा जारी और सारी। दोनों ही टीमें यहाँ पर परफॉर्म बहुत ही कमाल का कर रही हैं। तो इस तरह इस मुकाबले में बढ़िया परफॉर्म कर रही है USA की टीम आज के इस टाकरे में। तमाम नए आने वाले दोस्त जो हैं आपके सामने है बिल्कुल बराह रास्त जारी उसारी। बिल्कुल बराह रास्त जारी उसारी। इस शानदार टाकरे में दोनों टीमें कमाल की टीमें हैं और आज के इस मैच को विन करने की भरपूर कोशिश में हैं। यहाँ से टीम नेपाल विन करेगी या फिर USA टीम विन करेगी। तमाम दोस्त एक बार लाइक का बटन दबाकर चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। मुकाबला जो है वो आपके सामने बराह रास्त जारी और सारी। तमाम नए आने वाले दोस्त जो हैं वो एक बार प्लीज़ यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं 2 बॉल पर 2 रन हो चुके हैं। करण केसी आए तीसरा बॉल लेकर। सामने है गोज। तो गोज के खिलाफ इस बार किस तरह का बॉल डालेंगे ये देखना बाकी। बढ़िया बॉल किया, डार्ट बॉल कर गए हैं। तो लगातार यहाँ पर आउटस्टैंडिंग बॉल करने की भरपूर यहाँ पर तैयारी में हैं और विकेटों की तलाश में हैं नेपाल के बॉलर। क्या शानदार मैच आपके सामने जारी और सारी। इस बार पैड पे लगा बॉल अपील भी की गई थी तो देखना होगा
अंपायर की जानिब से कोई फैसला नहीं आया। तो इस तरह डॉट बॉल इसको माना गया है। पहली 3 बॉल होने के बाद 1 रन बल्ले से आया है और 1 रन वाइड से आया है। 2 रन हो चुके हैं टोटल। चौथा बॉल करण केसी आए। अब की बार फिर से डॉट बॉल, आउट स्विंग हुआ। बहुत ही कमाल का बॉल फेंका करण केसी ने। तो इस तरह डॉट बॉल देखी गई है। लगातार यहां से डॉट बॉल्स का सिलसिला जारी और सारी। तमाम नए आने वाले दोस्त एक बार लाइक का बटन दबा दें। वीडियो का जो लाइक टारगेट है वो 200 लाइक रखा गया है। अब यहां पर रन्स की जो तादाद हो चुकी है वो 2 रन है पहली 4 बॉल होने के बाद। 5वां बॉल, इस बार भी कमाल का टर्न मिला है करण केसी को और डॉट बॉल एक बार फिर से देखने को मिली है। तो लगातार यहां से डॉट बॉल्स का सिलसिला जारी है। टीम नेपाल की जानिब से बहुत ही कमाल की परफॉर्मेंस। तमाम नए आने वाले दोस्त प्लीज़ लाइक का बटन दबा दें। वीडियो का लाइक टारगेट 300 लाइक है। 300 लाइक इस वीडियो का लाइक टारगेट रख दिया गया है। यहां पर तमाम नए आने वाले दोस्त प्लीज़ लाइक का बटन दबा दें। आज के इस शानदार टाकरे में अब जो रन्स की तादाद हो चुकी है वो आपको बताते चलें। 2 रन है 1 ओवर कंप्लीट होने के बाद। 1 ओवर मुकम्मल हो चुका है और रन्स की तादाद है सिर्फ 2 रन्स। यूएसए टीम के फैन लाइक का बटन दबाएं। नेपाल टीम के फैन चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा। इस तगड़े मुकाबले में यहाँ से टीम नेपाल मज़ीद क्या परफॉर्मेंस देने वाली है? क्या यहाँ से नेपाल टीम यूएसए को 200 प्लस रन के करीब रोक पाएगी? तमाम दोस्त मिलकर एक बार प्लीज़ कमेंट ज़रूर कर दें कि आज के इस टाकरे में जो नेपाल की टीम है वो किस तरह का बॉल करेगी मज़ीद आने वाले ओवर्स में और कितने रन्स तक रोकेगी यूएसए की टीम को। दूसरा ओवर करने के लिए रेडी नेपाल के बॉलर। तो अब की बार देखना होगा दूसरा ओवर किस तरह का करवाया जाएगा नेपाल के सोमपोल कामी की जानिब से। मुकाबला बहुत ही बढ़िया है जो आपके सामने जारी और सारी है। इस मुकाबले में आज कितने रन्स टोटल यूएसए की टीम बनाएगी ये देखना बाकी। रन्स की तादाद 3 रन हो चुकी है। अब दूसरा बॉल डाट कर गए हैं सोमपोल कामी। इस ओवर में अब तक 1 रन आ चुका है पहली 2 बॉल होने के बाद। तमाम नए आने वाले दोस्तों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि वीडियो का जो लाइक टारगेट है प्लीज़ 300 लाइक है। 245 लाइक हो चुके हैं, 55 लाइक बाकी हैं। यहाँ पर 300 प्लस लोग
सीमित रन पुग्यो र 2.1 ओभर विकेट बलमा अपिल त गरिएको थियो एलबीडब्ल्यू को लागि तर अम्पायरले नट आउट दिएर यो डट बलमा सीमित रन पुग्यो डट बल र यससँगै 2.1 ओभर खेल भइसक्यो सेकेन्ड बल गर्नको लागि
Check test 1
बलिङको
2.
लागि तयार रहनेछन् आक्रमण गर्नको निमित्त करण केसी रहेको बलिङको लागि करण केसी विकेटको खोजीमा रहेको करण केसी के उनलाई विकेटको प्राप्ति होला त्यो पनि
Hello
हेर्न
and
बाँकी छ
welcome to a beautiful
Second ball
Sunday
is
here
over to
at the
Karan
Dubai
Casey over the
International
wicket.
Cricket
Umpire
Stadium as we bring in live visuals.
बललाई डिफेन्स गर्न पुगे
This encounter
कुनै पनि
between
रन बटुल्ने
Nepal
अवसर रहेन
and
यहाँ फेरि पनि
USA.
डट बल राखियो बललाई डिफेन्स गर्न पुगे करण केसीको बललाई रोकिदिए
Lead
र यो डट बल र यससँगै
USA sitting at number 2, Nepal at number 7.
Three.
This set of games has to do a lot with points more than anything else. Earlier today it was Nepal that won the toss, elected to bowl first. And they've done well to restrict USA on 3 in 2.3 overs. Joining me in the commentary box is Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome, Shoaib.
Good morning, Neil. Good morning to all our viewers who've joined us from all across the globe. A very important encounter in the context of this series, this ICC CWC League 2. Nepal versus USA. A great start to this six-match ODI series between top three teams, USA, Nepal and the home side, UAE. As you rightly pointed out, Neil, it was Nepal that won the toss and have decided to bowl first. We would sincerely like to apologize for the technical issue that we've been facing today. We couldn't air the toss, but hopefully now things should get in order, and we are up for a cracker of a contest between these two teams, Neil. USA and Nepal, they've had different results, or rather journey in the tournament so far, but I think these 6 upcoming ODI games are definitely worth the drama about to encounter.
Welcome, Shoaib.
Good morning, Neil. Good morning.
Is so far USA have maintained their position on the top of the table at number 2. As far as Nepal is concerned, they would be looking to make an upward trajectory from where they sit right now. Mind you, the top 4 teams then qualify for the qualifiers, which is extremely important then for Nepal to not just play well, but to also win the games available here. 2.5 overs, 3 on board. Very calculated batting on display. At the end of 3 overs, USA are 3 for none. Back to live action as we see Nepal bowlers bowling a very meticulous line in length, not giving any width to the US batters. Rushil making his debut today. Shoaib looks like a bright young kid, 10 T20 eyes to his credit. What an opportunity for him to come out and play for his colours.
Oh yes, absolutely. I think he'll be very excited. He'll be up for the challenge. A very exciting prospect for USA, and they've definitely believed in his skills. Hopefully he can do wonders for his side. He started off decently well because he's up against some top quality bowling in the form of Sompal Kami and Karan Casey. We know that Nepal as a team has done exceptionally well in the last year or so, especially in the last couple of months. They've created history by beating West Indies in a bilateral series in the T20 format, and then headed to Oman for the T20 World Cup qualifiers, had an unbeaten run in the tournament there as well, have played as a unit, and it's been a wonderful journey for Nepal all throughout. The last 6 months or so, and hopefully they can build on that. That momentum is so crucial, Neil. We all talk about momentum and how important it is in this sport. I'm sure that Nepal will want to carry that in this ODI format as well.
Well, runs on board. This one will go towards the deep third. Just a single. It's been a quiet morning for the US batters, and even a single that comes through would definitely give them that kind of confidence. As Andre Gruz, he opens his account, gets that first run off the bat. You mentioned a very important point about momentum, which is by the side of Nepal. And very often we speak about this term in the context of not just a game but a series. When you've had a couple of wins on the back, you feel better, you feel confident. As a bowler, you're pitching the deliveries in line. Those lengths are challenging for the batters. As a batter, you feel that, oh, everything that I touch is turning into gold. And that's exactly what has happened with Nepal. Plus the crowd support. People have already started trickling in on Sunday morning at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, Shoaib.
Well, that doesn't come as a surprise at all, isn't it? We've always seen that wherever Nepal plays, there's a lot of support. 4 overs done, 4 for no loss. So very sedate start for USA. Some disciplined bowling from Nepal, and you're talking about the crowd and the support. That plays such a crucial role in any team's performance and their journey. And Nepal has been blessed with such fans, not only here in the UAE, but while I was there in Oman as well, we saw some tremendous support all throughout the series for Nepal. They'll definitely want to cash in on that.
Well, yeah. Wherever they travel, Nepal, the fans are always there to support them. All right, fresh over, Karan Casey. Aerially played, inside out. No problem whatsoever. The ball will land safe and a couple of runs will be added to the total. What is really amazing over here right now is that the Nepal bowlers are making the batters come and play to their context, to their abilities, instead of just giving them freebies.
Yeah, testing the batters and testing their patience. We know that this is a longer format. Not a lot of associate countries are playing this format as fluently as they would have liked. Of course, this is a testing format and you have to be patient, and that is something that has been tested so far of both these batters in the middle, Andre and the youngster Rushil. Again uppishly played. This one's been hit in the gap, but very well done. I think it's Gulshan Jha there. The team, as Nepal we all know, they are wonderful with the bat and ball, but in the field they are absolutely brilliant.
Oh, undoubtedly. We've seen them pull off miracles in the field. And it's not just about that one person who puts in that effort. When that one person puts in that effort, everyone around him would just come in to give high fives, to give a pat on the back, to keep cheering every single member. Incredible this side. Yes, keeping that length very, very tight, just slightly back of the length on that occasion. Karan Casey.
Yeah, the bowling has been on the money. I think they've played a lot of cricket in this part of the world in the recent month or so. They started with their matches, the bilateral series against West Indies, not too far away from here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Went to Oman, played a lot of cricket there, qualified for the T20 World Cup in India and Sri Lanka next year, and now are back in Dubai playing this ODI format, which they would want to do really well for themselves. Based on their past performances in the recent few months, they'll want to continue that and finish these 6-match ODI series with some points in their bag.
Well, yeah, 12 points to them, Nepal. From the 16 games that they've played, 5 wins, 9 losses. Not the ideal stat that they would have liked to be on their side. But one thing for sure, the T20I World Cup qualification will definitely help them get that little extra feel to ensure that they make it big from here on. On the pads, a half-hearted appeal, but no problem whatsoever, a single. And that should be keeping those little doubts in the minds of the batters consistently, as Karan has been bowling those impeccable lines.
Good toss to win for Nepal. I think they've done well to bowl first. Of course, we know the conditions here at the Dubai International Stadium. The first few hours, especially early morning, because we are starting at 9:30 local time, the first few hours are going to be challenging for the batters. There's a little bit of moisture in the wicket, so there'll be something for the bowlers as they come into bowl. And that has been very evident so far from both these bowlers, Sompal and Karan Casey. They've done really well. They've tested the batters and haven't given away a lot. 5 overs, just 8 runs on the board for USA.
Five overs gone, 8 for none USA. As earlier this morning, Nepal skipper won the toss, elected to bowl first. Cut and cut beautifully. Runs on board. Just a single. Nepal and their fielding has been impeccable. The way they've been putting their bodies behind the ball every single time makes them look so good.
It does help. Of course, we all know that fielding is such an important aspect of the game, and a lot of teams now have put the right focus on that aspect of the game, and Nepal has been a front runner when it comes to fielding. They've done really well. Nicely bowled. That was an edge. Looked like there was an edge. Chance gone down.
You know, you shouldn't be missing out on those chances early on. The batters are tentative. They are trying to play within themselves. And then, if there is a chance, and we've been talking about Nepal and their fielding, one can only expect them to take up everything that's come their way. Goose will try and calm his nerves down. But in such a scenario, you want maybe a senior partner on the other end who comes down to you and says, hey, that's all right, mate. You got a chance, make it count. But on the other end, there's a youngster. So there's only so much that one can do.
Yeah, they'll have to bat really well, especially the next hour or so. They'll have to ensure they don't lose wickets. Runs are not the priority right now for for the US. They'll look to bat this first hour and see where they finish, and then from there on plan their innings. Andre House, a regular feature at the top for USA, 31 years of age, and has decent experience at the highest level, has played a lot of franchise cricket, has played for the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders here in the UAE, so he's got local experience, he knows the conditions.
Well, yeah, knowing local conditions in a different format where the brief is completely different, where you come in, start extracting everything that the bowlers throw at you. Also, a different challenge for him would be playing in daytime. Early in the morning, there is some moisture on the surface, there is some movement off the deck, which may or may not be the case in the evenings. Meanwhile, this time he's gone and made some good connection. There's the chase on towards the deep mid wicket. But no boundary so far. No boundary so far, Ahmed.
Yeah, intent. Intent is clearly evident from Andre, and that's important. 6 overs, 12 for no loss. That's the score. Showing some intent at that moment and playing that up in the air. Doesn't have the legs to go all the way, but he'll gain some confidence out of that. Average is 35. How's 6 overs, 12 for no loss. That's the score.
Aerial again. And is this the first boundary? The outfield is literally tricking the fielder into putting in that big chase, and the first boundary of the morning comes through. Andres gets that and gets it right.
Yeah, just we spoke about intent in that previous over. He's now middling the ball much better, has got a good idea of how the pitch is faring, and now he's backing his skills. Played that up in the air, not afraid to clear the infield, using the power play overs to advantage and just timing it enough to beat the fielder for 4 runs. First boundary of the game for Andre House.
Just getting the ball to move in a bit this time. Karan Casey is an experienced lad, and the way he dictates the conversation when it comes to bowling is just phenomenal. That one boundary wouldn't hurt him. 3.2 overs, 10 runs is what he's conceded, including a maiden. There's a little stoppage in the game because Smith Patel wants to do his laces. Batters do this when they're trying to catch a breath. But young Smith wouldn't really be doing it for that purpose. Sometimes it's also a little tactic that you use to calm your nerves down early on in the game. You just take a little breather, contain those thoughts. Though it does break the momentum of the bowler, especially if you're a fast bowler.
Yeah, you don't like the game to be stopped at any point in time. When you're warmed up, you're ready to bowl, you want to bowl as much as possible.
Oh, beautiful delivery. Beautiful. Incredible comeback. Maybe that little break helped Karan Casey gather his thoughts more than it could have for Smith. 16 runs on board for USA. I love the way Nepal has bowled. They've kept those lines really, really tight. bowling on the money.
Yeah, just very disciplined bowling, and that's what you expect from Nepal. Oh, nicely bowled again between the bat and pad. That's gone through, and how did that miss the stumps? Every fielder on the ground has his hands on their head. That's how close that ball was to the stumps.
Well, yeah, just unlucky there for Karan Casey. And for all the Nepal fans, those oohs and the ahs that you can hear from the crowd that's come in. Just millimeters, maybe less. As Karan Casey lines up again.
He's been such a valuable asset for Nepal, Karan Casey, at the top with the new ball. Experienced galore, 34 years of age, has played a lot of cricket for Nepal, 61 ODI matches for him, and 86 wickets with a best bowling of 5 for 33. So he knows what is expected of him. His role is very well defined. The team and the management backs him, and he's done so well for the side, not just in the recent few months, but even when Nepal was not at their absolute best, Karan Casey always stepped up to the occasion and has taken that responsibility of bowling the new ball with Sompal and has done exceedingly well.
Yeah, consistency is key, especially when you are a fast bowler. You have to manage a lot of things. Right now, he's managing the workload of the opening bowlers. 7 overs gone, 16 for none. Runs coming in singles, and the US openers wouldn't mind it. One sometimes wonders what runs in the mind of a team that is sitting very comfortably at the top of the table, number 2 to be specific. They know that they just have to maintain this position of theirs. Oh, chance of a catch and taken! A little fumble at backward point. But Andres will have to take that long walk back. He's looking really good to start off with, but then ends up giving a dolly.
Well, they've been rewarded for their disciplined bowling. The Nepali bowlers, especially Sompal Kami from the far end, has tested Andre House with some really good bowling, and this time he finds the fielder looking to play that behind square on the offside, and a very sharp catch taken. So the first wicket down for USA. Batting first, they're 17 for 1.
Not the ideal time to lose a wicket. Within the power play, you're just settling in. You've just tried to understand what the surface has to offer, and then try to play a cut straight into the hands of the fielder. Alright, the skipper has walked in for USA, Monang Patel. He'll be on strike. Gets that inside edge. want to try and understand how the surface behaves before he starts playing his shots.
Yes, and that is where I think Andre House will be a little disappointed with himself. I think he took some time. He faced most of the deliveries that have been bowled so far in the 7.3 overs, and he'll be disappointed that he couldn't go on to bat longer enough, because it did look like he got an idea of how the pitch was faring. This one was down the leg side, and he'll have to bowl that again, Sompal. But suddenly you can see that there is a spring in his step. You can see that he's now looking for more wickets. Aggression at full throttle from Sompal Kami.
Well, they definitely would want to pick wickets, and the sooner they pick wickets, the better it gets. Will they be able to try and get the skipper? Mind you, Munang Patel is one of those most successful batters. Down the leg side amongst the US lineup, and not just within the US circuit. In the CWC League 2, Munang Patel ranks really high as far as batting is concerned.
Yeah, he's the top run getter for USA in the CWC League 2, along with Milind Kumar, who's at number 2 for USA. And yeah, you're right. I think he holds the key. He's the backbone for USA when it comes to their batting. Comes from a cricketing family as well. Very interesting journey that he's had. Munang started with age group cricket in Gujarat. His father played domestic cricket. His uncle too has played domestic cricket in Gujarat. Did play age group cricket, and then moved to US in 2014 and debuted for US in 2018. So since then he's been a regular feature for USA, and now leading the side, and leading by not just leading men, but leading by example and performing for USA.
You're right. Getting runs is one part of the expectation, but to lead the pack is another. Leadership skills definitely on display. We saw Munang Patel take charge of the USA side in the T20I World Cup in 2024. I like the way he brings his bat down straight, literally showing the sticker to everyone. And that's an advantage when you are playing the long format, when you're playing the 50 over game, as compared to a T20 where you can be a little more innovative. The game dictates that. Longer format, the more textbook you are, the better.
Yeah, like you mentioned, always looking to play in the V, Munang, and that has been his formula for success. End of the over, he's off the mark. 8 overs bowled, 21 for 1. So Karan Casey will continue. A slip in place for Munang, which is good to see. Aggression. You need early wickets. You want to exploit these conditions, and Karan Casey will now also want a wicket to his name, while his partners got them that early breakthrough. Oh, very close to the off stump again. Decides to let it go, Munang, but that was really, really close to the off stump. And Karan Casey almost got his first wicket. Well, he's been a hero for Nepal cricket. We all know what he's done in terms of performance for his side, and one of the best innings that he's played has not come with the ball but with the bat in a famous one-wicket victory against Canada way back in 2018, which enabled and helped Nepal get their ODI status. And since then, he's just been wonderful for Nepal with the ball and with the bat as well. Has won them games. This has been chipped in the air. Monank wants a second but sent back, and rightly so. There was never a second run there. So Karan Casey, well, he definitely has brought a lot of success for Nepal in the last few years, and he continues to impress one and all.
Well, you make an excellent point about Karan Casey and his exploits with the bat. Comes in at number 10, and then, if the need be, gets those quick runs. And it just goes on to tell you how important that additional skill of getting those runs near the end of the batting lineup comes handy. It can be a game changer, and for some, it can be an opportunity to showcase the team management that you can do a lot more than what people know you for.
Well, some change in strategy now as Sheikh, the wicketkeeper, comes up close to the stumps. With a slip still in place. That's a little daredevil from Asif Sheikh.
But then I reckon that's a good idea, considering that Smith does like to use his feet. He does come down a yard or so. And when you do that, you're not giving the opportunity for the ball to move. You're taking that challenge away. And that's why Karan Casey indicating to his skipper and getting Asif to come up so that he can go according to his plan without the batters using their feet to disrupt his plans. Karan Casey. Oh, beautifully driven. Straight to the fielder, but I love that shot. Good use of feet and the drive. Absolutely $1,000,000.
Again, looking to play in the V, and that is what is such a special gift that Monank Patel has. Of course, he's got shots all around the park, but when he's playing in the V, he looks like a different batter altogether. And this is one wicket that Nepal will be desperately looking for. They'll want to see his back as soon as possible, because he, if he stays long enough, can change the game for USA.
But for sure, again, he is also trying to figure out what the ball has been doing off the deck. Meanwhile, dot ball to end the over. 9 overs gone. 23 for 1 USA. Kami continues and guides it. Runs will come for USA. They would have loved to get more, but just a single.
Yeah, maybe they'll want to plug that gap. We've seen quite a few singles go in that direction. So another slip maybe, or another wide gully in place wouldn't be a bad idea at all, just so that they don't allow that easy single and continue to apply pressure on the USA batters.
A very orthodox field set for Munang Patel because he is an orthodox batter. Plays in the V, so you have your men situated at mid-on and mid-off very straight. There's a cover fielder at an orthodox position. Point pretty much in the line of the crease. It just feels good. It just feels like when you're teaching kids how to set a field and you mark your positions, that's exactly what you have to do for Munang Patel.
That's why because he plays so well in the V, they're looking to induce an edge earlier on with the conditions. So you can see that there's a wide slip, almost like a gully in place, and also that short cover is trying to come really inside the 30-yard circle. This time it's on the pad, so he'll flick that off easily and get to the non-striking end.
Well, yeah, for him, you err in line, he'll punish you. Good hands, good eyes. Munang Patel. What's going to be critical for USA is to not lose wickets from here on. Take it at least till the 20th. Make this partnership count. Again, erring in line down the leg side. Single. Smith Patel, Munang Patel.
Yes, the two Patels out there in the middle for US, while they look to bat in pairs. This bowling pair for Nepal has been one to rave about. We know Karan Casey and Sompal Kami, they've hunted in pairs as bowlers. Economy of just 5.22 in ODIs for Sompal Kami tells you how good he is with the new ball. He's been bowling in the power play overs, most of his overs. That's nicely played up and over, beautiful timing, and all we spoke about Munang and his ability to play in the V has been put on display here at the Dubai International Stadium. Sublime timing, and it's gone all the way.
Incredible. It didn't look like he was trying to slog. It didn't look like he was trying to use his feet a lot. It was absolutely textbook. And whosoever said that, oh, the good old textbook cricket is gone, Munang has brought it back to fashion.
We're talking about economy of Sompal Kami. That will definitely take a hit in this game with that beautiful drive that's gone all the way. A lot straighter this time. Appeal. Shiju Sam, the umpire, doesn't think so. But Sompal Kami, well, he feels that he almost got that wicket.
Yeah, from where we are sitting, Shoaib, it definitely looked like it was going slightly down leg. The appeal definitely was very, very loud and clear. 10 overs gone. We'll talk about that later. 32 for 1. Ten overs gone. USA are 32 for 1. One wicket that they lost was of Andres Goose, trying to cut it straight to point. Post which, Smith Patel and Munang Patel have brought some momentum in the run scoring. As Gulshan Shah comes in, first ball slightly outside off. So there was a classic plan that Karan Casey was bowling slightly back of the length on the off stump did not give any width to anyone. Sompal Kami tried to bring that ball into the right-hander. In fact, a couple of times was a little too down leg. We'll have to see what Gulshan Jha has up his sleeve. Back of the length, on the off stump. Yeah, that's a testing line.
Well, he definitely is the rising star for Nepal for years to come. Gulshan Jha, that's the name that has been going around Nepal and in fact world cricket when it comes to all-rounders. He's been the find for Nepal in the last few years, comes through the ranks of age group cricket and has made a name for himself, made a brand for himself when it comes to all-round performance with the ball, with the bat. He's a genuine asset that's been cut away and cut away fiercely. No chance for the fielder to stop that, and that's going to go all the way for 4 runs.
Well, yeah, appreciation coming in from Monang Patel for Smith. The way he played that shot. Been impressed with this young lad, Smith Patel. Young from the context of his ODI career. Just 16 matches, made his debut last year. 16 matches, the highest of 152 not out. That kind of scoring will definitely give him confidence even today. Here in the UAE, played just 2 games. Smith, not a lot of experience on these surfaces, but from what we saw during the T20I World Cup, surfaces were pretty similar to the subcontinent surfaces. The ball turns, grips, does a little bit early in the day, but post that, fairly subcontinentish.
Good wickets here at the Dubai International Stadium, like you pointed out. It's got a bit of juice for the bowlers, and if you can apply yourselves, you can score a lot of runs once you settle. So it's a good evenly balanced contest between bat and ball, and that's what you want to see, especially in an ODI format. You want to see the game shifting balance, of sometimes in favor of the batters, sometimes in favor of the bowlers. Whoever can use these conditions to their advantage better will gain advantage. And as of now, you could see that initially Nepal had the edge, the advantage, but now these two are looking to salvage the situation here for their side.
Well, no doubts about that. They've done well. 11 overs gone with a dot ball. USA are 37 for 1. .37 for 1 after 11. Cut straight to the fielder at backward point. You've seen Smith play that shot with fair amount of success when he's just moved a little on the back foot and tries to cut it and cuts it really well. Arif Sheikh is the bowler for Nepal. Coming in from the 3-1-1 end at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. 28 years old Arif. 61 ODI games for him. And what is really interesting to see is that utilization of seamers. No spin so far. And that's a smart call by the skipper, knowing that there is something still available for the seam bowlers. The wicket has been doing a bit. They're trying to keep that length just slightly behind. I think that's the plan. That has been the plan so far. We're in the 12th over. And most of the deliveries that have been bowled have been in that length, that corridor of uncertainty. Slightly back of the length. Will Smith uses feet. Oh, this time full. Still a dot ball. Has been a very good over. 5 dot balls so far. No runs whatsoever. Arif Sheikh, known more for his batting as compared to his bowling abilities, but the skipper has been able to juice out literally everything that's available. Cut this time. Deep point will do the cleanup, and that'll be the end of the over. 12 overs gone. USA are 38 for 1. Gulshan Jha will continue from the pavilion end. Ball 1 over, given away 5 runs. Towards the square leg, and they quickly run for the first. 2 is the call. And oh, this little misfielding there. Will get a boundary.
Yeah, good effort in the field at square leg. Did put in the dive, but was not able to cut that off. I think it was Sompal Kami with that effort. In the end, 4 runs is the result for USA. They'll take that. Beautiful flick off the pads by Smith Patel. He moves on to 18 of 31 deliveries, slowly building an innings here. That's much better from Gulshan. The right length and not allowing any room whatsoever for Smith to play with. Could just fend the ball back to the bowler. Well, third youngest player to play his first one-day international when he was just 15 years and 212 days old, Gulshan Jha. Just 19 years old now. And like I said, I think he's one for the ages for Nepal. He's the one to watch out for. He's going to play a lot of cricket for Nepal in the coming years or so.
Well, yeah, is that the reason why he wears jersey number 15? Since he made his debut at 15?
Quite possible.
Yeah, people have various reasons for donning a particular number. Shoaib, have you had your favorite numbers as well on your back?
Well, yes, I always had carried 22 as my jersey number. And that was because my daughter's birthday is the 22nd. So,
And before that, Shoaib, when you were single?
well, that time I didn't have a favorite jersey number. I just used to take. In fact, it was 25, my birthday before that.
Fair.
And then once she came, it changed to 22.
Beautiful, isn't that? This is, see, we've been talking about this, is it? That everyone has a particular reason why they wear a jersey, not just because it's been handed out to them. There was a time where trying to pull that. I like that approach, staying on the back foot, waiting for the ball to come close to the body and then playing that shot. We'll get a boundary for that. Smith Patel is now amongst boundaries and is getting them really quick.
That was not as well timed as he would have liked, but enough bat on it to beat the fielder at short mid-wicket. Gave a chase, but in the end it was ball that won the race, and that will bring Smith Patel to 22. So now he's definitely looking well set for a big total, and Nepal wouldn't want that. They want to get those wickets at regular intervals. They need to break partnerships in this 50-over format. Barring that one wicket, I think these two, the two Patels, Smith and Monang, have done really well.
Big shout there, very big shout. The umpire's not keen. And that should be the over. Good comeback though by Gulshan Jha with that delivery. 13 gone, 46 for 1. Arif will continue. They're trying to find that gap behind point. Monang Patel. He's been the quieter of the two players in the centre. 9 of 14. But one thing for sure. Once you apply yourself, once you understand what the surface is doing, runs will come. Case in point, Smith Patel spent some time and now he is dealing in boundaries.
Yes, I think he's done well. The approach has been right from Smith. While Andre House was playing, he took the back seat and let him play and face as many deliveries as he could. And then once he departed, he's become the senior partner. That's nicely done, but there is protection in the deep for Arif Sheikh, beg your pardon. That ball went straight to the cover fielder. So since House departed, Smith has taken the responsibility of being the senior partner and allowing Monang Patel to take his time to settle in the middle. So far it's been a good fight back from USA after losing that early wicket. Uppishly played, and there is protection in the deep towards the deep third. Good effort in the field. Won't go all the way.
Yeah, it's a smart field placement. We've seen Smith Patel play that shot. He stays in his crease and just at the last moment goes on the back foot and plays it very, very late. You have a squarish deep third. There's no damage on that shot for the bowler or the bowling side. So smart field placement by the skipper. Big shout now this time. Is the umpire convinced Monang Patel will have to walk? Big wicket, the skipper goes.
Well, just when the doctor ordered, there's a wicket for Nepal and they are right back into the driver's seat now with the skipper of USA departing. This is a big blow for USA in this first innings as Arif Sheikh has got them that all-important breakthrough. This partnership was brewing in the middle, not anymore. As Monang Patel, the skipper, walks back after scoring 10 of 17 deliveries. USA lose their second wicket. It's 48 for 2.
big wicket there for Nepal as they pick the skipper of USA. Last ball of the over, and will be a dot ball. A successful over from Arif Sheikh comes to an end. USA are 48 for 2 after 14. So it's going to be Lalit Narayan Rajbanshi. Will come in spin in attack. A slip in position for him. Full drifting down leg. Not the ideal start, but I'm sure he'll come to terms in a delivery or so.
Yeah, in the context of the game, Gulshan Jha was just a bit expensive in his 2 overs, so that they've decided to replace him with some spin on offer. Lalit Rajbanshi. Gulshan Jha gave away 13 runs in his 2 overs, while the others have gone at an economy of 2.4 and 4, and Gulshan was just a little bit expensive.
Again, down the leg side will be called wide. Probably that's the idea for him, to try and get some turn from the leg stump. Keeping it full. There is a short fine leg. Maybe inducing that flick. Full on middle this time.
Looking for some turn, Lalit, but hasn't found rather any turn so far. That's why you see that he's a little too straight, looking for that turn, doesn't get any purchase of the wicket, and the ball just carrying through the line so far.
Yeah, no turn so far, but what I like about him is that he's not bowling anything short. He's keeping them nice and full. There is a slip in position. There is a shot mid-wicket. There is a covers in catching. So you can't try and toy with him. Dot ball. He's coming in really quick, not giving time to the batters to settle in, try and understand what the batters could plan against him. Yeah, short and wide this time, runs coming through. What he had done before this was absolutely on point. For this one delivery, pull the length back, try to keep it slightly wider, and a single was gifted.
Yeah, not bad bowling from Lalit so far, although he's not getting a lot of turn of this wicket. Slower in the air this time, and nicely worked away for a single. That's good running. You have to take those risks, although with Nepal you don't want to take those risks, especially if it's Dipendra Singh Airi, because he is electrifying in the field. I would say he's one of the best in the world right now. Got 5 run-outs in that World T20 qualifiers in 5 consecutive games, all 5 direct hits. So he is one to watch out for. Meanwhile, I think there's some injury on the ground while trying to stop that single. End of the over. USA 49 for 1, or rather 50 for 1.
Aerially played. Chance. How good would that have been if that was taken? Just maybe millimeters away from the flying fielder there at cover.
Yeah, definitely half a chance, or maybe even half of half, because that was always traveling away from the short cover fielder.
Dipendra Singh Aire, the man you can't keep out as far as fielding is concerned. This time a better shot, but still just a single. I love the way he puts his body behind everything that's available. Yard and a half to his left or right. You can't even imagine that you'll be safe if you play there. Anticipates everything even before it's been played. I remember being in Bombay and Paul Collingwood had come in to do a fielding session. We were kids, age group cricket. Came in and there's one line, beautiful line that he said. He said, when you're fielding inside the circle, expect every ball to come at you. It's not just the wicket keeper who's receiving every ball. Think that every ball is coming at you and start anticipating that with the movement of the bat. Look at the bat, the way it's going, where it's going. Start anticipating that with the movement of the bat. That's coming to you.